everyone. Addie and I decided to come live tonight to read Chapter 7 of our book that we've been reading, Amelia Bedelia and Friends, The Cat's Meow. We are on to Chapter 7, Pleased to Meet You. Achoo! After the last bell rang, Amelia Bedelia rushed to get the cat from Mr. Jack, who was cat-sitting her. Then Amelia Bedelia cuddled the cat against her sweatshirt and carried her home. When she opened the front door, her dog finally bounded to greet her, just like always, but this time finally skidded to a stop and stared in astonishment at the cat in Amelia Bedelia's arms. Woof, woof, grrr. Finally, this was our new cat, said Amelia Bedelia. Be nice. She put the cat down on the floor. Finally, barked again. It was as if she was saying, "What is that? And why did you bring it to my house?" The cat didn't seem one bit scared. She shook herself a little. Her tail was very high and quivering. She took a few steps forward and sniffed at Finally's nose. Then she started to purr. Finally put her nose down and snipped the cat's head and all along her back. Oh, look, I wonder if they're going to be friends or if they're going to argue and fight. Let's see what happens. Oh, we should say hi to the people. Hi, everyone watching. The cat arched her back. She put her head up and rubbed it against Finally's face. Finally's tail started to wag, slow at first, then faster. Purr, wag, purr, wag, wag, wag. Amelia Bedelia smiled. Her two pets were going to be friends. Just then, Amelia Bedelia's mother came into the front hall. Amelia Bedelia, what's that? She asked, pointing to the cat. Then she sneezed so loudly that Amelia Bedelia, Finally, and the cat all jumped.
Mama, say hi to the
Kids don't always know everything about their parents. Amelia Bedelia did not know that her mother had been the school spelling bee champion when she was in 3rd grade, or that her mother had once dyed her hair bright blue in college. And she did not know that her mother was allergic to cats. Uh-oh, that's going to cause a problem, isn't it? Amelia Bedelia's mom is allergic to cats, and she just brought one home. Oh, boy. Amelia Bedelia apologized for bringing home a cat without asking. Her father drove to the drugstore to get some allergy medicine, and her mother said that Amelia Bedelia could keep the cat for 5 days, but no longer than 5 days. Her mother, achoo! 5 days was not a very long time to find a perfect home for the cat. Would you take the cat to our house? Yeah, you would like one. Amelia Bedelia knew that she was going to need some help.
Allergic.
Oh, thank you. That's nice. The next morning, Amelia Bedelia hurried to Mrs. Shock's classroom as soon as the bell rang. They always began their class with announcements and sharing, and Amelia Bedelia's hand shot up right away. She squirmed in her seat and wiggled her fingers, hoping to catch the hawk's eye. Amelia Bedelia, you're acting like a cat on a hot tin roof, said Miss Shank. Did you have something to share with the class? Can you imagine sitting on a hot tin roof? What would your bottom be doing? Ouch, 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 right? You'd be moving all over the place. Amelia Bedelia nodded. She told everyone about her mother. I need to find a new home for the cat, she explained. Who else can take her? I will, said Penny. Yes, said Angel. Sure thing, said Skip. Amelia Bedelia beamed. Her friends were the best. She hadn't thought that finding a solution to her problem would be this easy. Well, class, said Miss Shank, if you're interested in taking the cat, have your parents contact Amelia Bedelia's parents. And now it's time for your vocabulary quiz. All that evening, Amelia Bedelia waited for Angel or Penny or Skip to call, but the phone did not ring once. Not once. That night, Amelia Bedelia slept with Finally at the foot of her bed, and the cat curled up beside her, purring loudly in her ear. Can you make a really loud purr sound? Well, that's a good one. At school the next morning, no one looked very cheerful. Amelia Bedelia and her friends met outside at the student lounge, which was really the stump of a very special tree at recess. My mom said our building has a rule that only pets in cages are allowed, said Angel. She shrugged sadly. You want to show them the pictures?
Yeah.
Okay. There they are at the special tree. My python is okay, but we can't have a cat. Sorry, Amelia Bedelia, said Skip. My dad said our dog does not get along with cats. My parents said that we already have 2 cats, plus 3 gerbils, and an aquarium full of fish, said Penny. They said no more pets until I graduate from college and have my own apartment. We can't wait that long, said Amelia Bedelia. It turned out that none of the kids in Miss Shank's class were able to give the cat a home. Either someone was allergic to cats, or they already had cats, or dogs, or guinea pigs, or rabbits. Some lived in places that did not allow pets. No one could take the cat, and now they only had 4 days to find the perfect home. There's got to be somebody who wants a sweet cat, said Penny. We just have to find the right person. We can advertise, said Amelia Bedelia. That's what my dad always says to do. But we're just kids, said Joy. How are we going to advertise? It's not like we can make a commercial and get it on TV. We can make posters, said Amelia Bedelia. We can put them all up all over town. Want to show the pictures?
Yeah.
Okay. There they are. Do you think you could make a poster for tomorrow to see what you would put for the cat?
Probably, except I'll probably need a printer.
No, we're going to use it with our crayons and pencils. Mr. Forrest, the art teacher, was happy for Amelia Bedelia and her friends to make posters during their art period. They drew pictures of the cat and brainstormed slogans that would catch people's eyes, making them want to give the cat a home. Amelia Bedelia drew a picture of a calico cat curled up in a ball with her paw over her nose. Perfect pet, she wrote above her curled up cat. Hey, said Cliff. You're a copycat, said Amelia Bedelia. Amelia had not even looked at Cliff's poster. Now, when she did, she saw that he had drawn a cat curled up in a ball, just like hers. But that didn't mean that she'd copied him. If he'd drawn a poodle and she'd drawn a Great Dane, he'd probably call her a copied dog. I didn't copy you, she said. I just drew the cat. Then that can happen, said Mr. Forrest, smiling. Sometimes artists have similar ideas, but their art will still look different when they are done. You want to show them the pictures?
Yeah.
Yep. You got it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Great job.
Can you see it?
Yep, good work. There was a cat by Picasso and a cat by Andy Warhol. See, Cliff, your cat. Look at all those. Look at all those cat
Can I see
pictures.
the words?
I wonder if your picture will look the same as theirs. It says, free cat. Can I live with you? Has its eyes open, and Amelia Bedelia drew hers with its eyes shut. No 2 artists will ever draw the same thing in exactly the same way. Every work of art is unique. Nobody can be a copycat, Cliff, even if they try to be. That's like I always tell you, it doesn't have to look exactly the same as the other one, right? Right. After school, Amelia Bedelia got permission from her mother to go out with Joy and Penny to put the posters up all around the neighborhood. Don't stay out too long, her mother told them with a sneeze. It's getting very cloudy. It looks like rain. The girls were rushing to put up as many posters as possible. They went to Pete's diner first, and after checking with Pete to make sure it was okay, they got to work taping a poster to the front door. Amelia Bedelia was sticking the last piece of tape to the glass when a woman hurrying into the diner nearly bumped into her. Whoops! Excuse me, the woman said. No problem, said Amelia Bedelia. The 2 women looked familiar, but Amelia Bedelia wasn't sure where she might have seen her before. The woman looked at the poster and smiled. That's the cat that was in the tree near the elementary school, isn't it? She asked. It is, said Amelia Bedelia. How could this woman know that? Looking at her more closely, it dawned on Amelia Bedelia. Hi, Lieutenant Johnson, she said. Wow, said Joy. We didn't recognize you without your uniform. Lieutenant Johnson laughed. That happens a lot, she said. I'm glad you're trying to find a home for that sweet cat. Good luck. Thanks, said the girls, and they hurried on their way. They went to the library and put a poster on the bulletin board. They put a poster up on the community board outside the grocery store, too, and at the park. They posted some posters around the school, attaching several to the fence with tape. Then they were out of posters, out of tape, and totally out of time. From afar, there came a low grumble of thunder. A cold drop of rain splashed down on Amelia Bedelia's nose. Let's go home, said Joy. I hope the posters work. I'm going to show the pictures.
Yeah.
All right.
And what does grumble mean?
Grumble is like when you're really hungry, your stomach goes, it kind of grumbles. Yeah, that's what that means. All right, show that picture. Good job. All right, I think we might be almost, yeah. I hope your phone rings soon, said Penny. Cross your fingers. Amelia Bedelia crossed her fingers and waved goodbye to her friends before racing home herself. And that is the end of our chapter 7 of Amelia Bedelia. Next time...
Can we just read a little bit more?
Not today. But tomorrow we'll read chapter 8. The cat turns into a...
pumpkin!
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed our chapter of our book of Amelia Bedelia. Hopefully we'll come back another day and see all of you. Bye.